Cup game with Hall and Conard. It's also our 50th season celebration. I have a couple of quick announcements to make before I turn things over to Sarah Hoisel to lead you through the ceremony today. First of all, I would like all Hall past and present parents, if you want, to line up on the foul territory side of third base. You may bring your chair if you want. You don't have to if you don't want to. And the same thing for Conard. If you want to come on out to the grass on the first base side, bring your chair, you're more than welcome to. We want you all part of this ceremony, okay? All alumni coaches and players, please, if you could, we'd like you all behind the infield on the dirt. And then Coach Monfo, Coach Sweetland, I'll have you guys along with Mayor Cantor, Mr. Varsity, Mr. Duarte behind home plate. Okay. Before I let Sarah Hoisel take over in just a moment, I want to pause for a moment of silence in honor and memory of Ron Savino. Ron Savino was Hall's varsity coach from 2008 to 2011. I was in contact with him via email on April 17th, and he was suffering some health issues at that time. He said if he felt good, he was going to be here. But unfortunately, he passed away on Friday. His wife and his kids were invited here this evening. They were not able to attend. But in his memory, if we could take a moment for a moment of silence, that would be fantastic. Okay, thank you very much. I have one more thing for you. On Monday morning, I received an email from Polly Clark. Polly Clark played on Hall's first softball team in 1977. She cannot be here today, but she sent the email and I told her I would read it to you all. May I congratulate all the teams, coaches, and supporters of the softball programs in West Hartford. I was a member of the 1977 inaugural team when Hall High went 2-16. Both wins were over Conard. She didn't add that. She didn't add that. It was a tough season, but a building block for the future. As a teacher for 3 decades and a parent, I know the value of teamwork, pulling together, helping each other out in tough times, and sharing successes. We may have had a rocky start, but the values instilled in playing on that team, camaraderie, hard work, fair play, commitment, are valuable tools that I have carried with me. Best of luck in the upcoming game and the future. A special shout out to all the graduating seniors. Polly Clark, Hall class of 1977. Thank you, Polly. At this time, I want to turn things over to Sarah Hoisel to lead you the rest of the way.
Okay, first I wanted to start by welcoming everyone and thanking everyone for coming today. 50 years of West Hartford softball at both Conard and Hall is a huge milestone, and we are so lucky to be a part of it. Before beginning, we wanted to extend a big thank you to some of the key people who made this day possible. West Hartford Mayor Sherry Cantor, also Hall class of 1977. West Hartford Superintendent Paul Vacinas. Human Resources Director Julio Duarte, also my principal at Conard High School when I was there. All of the Conard and Hall administration, and then a big thank you to Dave Austin for his donation of the t-shirts that are on sale behind the backstop. The head custodian of Conard, Jamie Gomes, for their preparation of today's event, and then the Hall Parent Group and Friends of Conard Softball for their financial support in today's ceremony. And then a huge shout out, even though he doesn't want it, to Coach Eddie Lightos for organizing this awesome celebration. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Sarah Hoisel, and I am the current assistant coach of the Varsity Hall softball team. Prior to taking this position, I spent time volunteering for Conard softball and also was a student athlete as part of the Conard softball program. As someone that has gotten the privilege to be part of both programs, I've been fortunate enough to experience West Hartford softball from many different perspectives. As a player at Conard, I learned what it meant to compete, to trust my teammates, and to wear my uniform with pride. Now, as a coach at Hall, I have the privilege of helping the next generation experience those same lessons. And that's what makes today so special. West Hartford High School softball has connected so many generations. There are people here who coached and played decades ago, and others just beginning their softball journey. Yet we all share something in common. A love for the game and a deep appreciation for West Hartford softball has given us. 50 years is more than just a milestone. It's a testament to the dedication and countless coaches who gave their time, the players who gave their heart, and the families who supported every step along the way. It's a reminder that what we're part of is bigger than any one season, one team, or one individual. As we celebrate today, let's take a moment to recognize those who came before us and those who built this program into what it is today, but also look ahead to those who will carry it forward for the next 50 years. To the players taking the field today, enjoy every moment, play hard, support each other, and remember that you're a part of something really special. And to everyone else here, thank you for being part of this community, for keeping these traditions alive, and for making West Hartford softball such an important part of so many lives. I would now like to welcome a leader who has also been a tremendous supporter of our community and our local sports programs, and was a Hall graduate herself. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to the Mayor of West Hartford, Sherry Cantor.
Thank you. I tried to stay neutral. Anyway, it is such an honor to be here, and as you have heard, I graduated in 1977, and I was a three-sport athlete. I swam, I did gymnastics, and ran track. And my coaches changed my life. Coach McAuliffe and Coach Kernius were incredible leaders to me. And women's sports, girls' sports actually, were just beginning to really flourish. And it was so important to our lives daily and developing us as people, as leaders. And there are studies that say that if a woman has competed, if a girl has competed in sports, they are much more likely to be a leader, to run for office, to put their names in places, because they're not afraid to be a part of a team, and they're not afraid to lose, because that's part of competing. So I am so grateful to all the leaders. I know I haven't seen her, but I just wanted to see if Susie Donolfo is here. Is that? Okay. Well, Susie was the athletic director at the time that actually Title IX really was in full swing, and actually just getting onto the plate, to be honest. And we were trying to build girls' sports, and so Susie was a real leader, a champion, and really such a treasure for West Hartford. So thank you to Susie. All right, I have a couple proclamations. Okay, Coach Sweetland and Coach Moffo, can you please come up?
Yeah, I think Severe was going to say, because she's,
And this will explain why we're doing this. Whereas the year 2026 marks the 50th season of Conard High School softball, a program that has shaped generations of student athletes and contributed to the athletic community and the spirit of West Hartford. And whereas the Conard softball program began under the leadership of Coach Pam Moffo, who guided the team from 1977-79 and then again in 1981 to 1995, amassing 154 victories and securing the school's first league championship in 1985. 1995. And whereas Coach Maffa was selected to coach in the 1994 Senior All-Star Game, where her player Jessica Anderson represented Conard as a participant. And whereas in December 1999, the Hartford Courant recognized Coach Maffa as one of the best multi-sport coaches in Connecticut history, underscoring her lasting impact on student athletes. And whereas Coach Tom Varengia succeeded Coach Maffa in 1996 and led the program for 21 seasons, guiding Conard to 282 victories, 5 league championships, 2000, 2001, 2003, 2007, 2009, and the school's only state championship in 2011, when the team was voted #1 in Connecticut by the Hartford Courant and CPTV Sports. And whereas Coach Varengia was inducted into the USA Softball Connecticut Hall of Fame on October 22nd, 2022, and earned Coach of the Year honors from both CIAC Softball Committee 2011 and Connecticut High School Coaches Association 2017. And whereas Conard Softball has produced 5 All-State athletes: Karen Gilknight, 1985, Patty O'Connell, 1990, Danielle Stevens, 2011, Becky Hoisey in 2012 and 2013, and Sadira Ferrucci, 2024 and 2025, each representing excellence in athletics and academics. And whereas the Conard community proudly honors the alumni, players, coaches, supporters that have built and sustained this program over 5 decades. Now therefore be it proclaimed on behalf of the Town Council of West Hartford, and I'm just going to pause there, Deputy Mayor Deb Pullen is in the house, and her daughter Megan is alumni of Hall Softball as well, so yay. Of West Hartford, I, Mayor Sherry G. Cantor, do hereby recognize and celebrate the history, accomplishments, and lasting legacy of Conard High School softball on the occasion of its 50th anniversary. Please give a round of applause. I have another wonderful proclamation. Whereas the year 2016 marks the 50th anniversary of Hall High School softball, celebrating a half a century of athletic achievement, teamwork, and community pride. And whereas the Hall softball program began under Coach Sally Warren, who led the team from 1977 to 1979 and laid the foundation for decades of growth and success. And whereas Coach Kathy Sweetland, the program's longest tenured coach, guided his Hall softball for 12 seasons, 1986 to 1997, earning a school record 121 victories and leading the 94 team to the first Schools League Championship, CCC West. And whereas the 1994 championship ended Windsor's remarkable 9-year streak of holding at least a share of the league title, with Hall winning the CCC West outright, marking a defining moment in program history. What exciting that was. Whereas Rebecca Lewis, who's here, a Hall alumni from the class of 2010 who played for Coach Ron Savino, returned to lead the program as head coach from 2018 to 2022, guiding Hall to 18 victories in both 21 and 22, and most in school history, and to its first state tournament semifinal appearance in 2021, Class Double-L. And whereas Hall standout Sophie Garner-McKinnon earned prestigious Gatorade Player of the Year as a junior in 2021 and went on to pitch for Duke University for 3 seasons following her graduation in 2022. And whereas Hall softball has produced 3 All-State athletes, Janet Law, 1984, Nancy Reichland, 1984, and Sophie Garner-McKinnon, 21-22, each exemplifying excellence on and off the field. Whereas the Hall community proudly honors the alumni, players, coaches, and supporters whose dedication has shaped this program across these 5 decades. Now therefore we proclaim that on behalf of the Town Council of West Hartford and the residents of West Hartford, I'm going to say one more thing. Former Town Council member Mary Fay is also, I think, in the house, and also, so there you go. And I, Mayor Sherry G. Cantor, do hereby recognize and celebrate the history, accomplishments, and lasting legacy of Hall High School softball on the occasion of its 50th season. Congratulations. Thank you both for very much. And to the coaches today, enjoy us. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Wow, that's, you know, I know there's a lot of history, but listening to all of that, wow, Kath, takes you back, huh? First, I would like to thank everyone. Certainly, I'm going to start with Coach Eddie Lightus, because somehow or other, I do believe we're standing on on the foundation of something that he started here. And I'd also like to say, Sarah, your words were beautiful and certainly heartfelt. Thank you very much. You know, I won't keep you long, but I'd be remiss if I didn't share just a few important memories, though there are far too many to share right now. You know, back in 1977, the spring of '77, when we started, Conard played their games over at Duffy Elementary School. That year, yes, Eddie reminded you that the 2 wins that Hall had that inaugural season were gifts from their friends across the town. But I want you to know that coaching that team in '77 that had no wins, if you could see those kids today, and some of you are related to kids that played on that team, their love for the game, their spirit, their energy, their pride. We were playing softball for Conard High School, and I don't care where that was, those kids started the energy and started the spirit. We moved here to Conard to a practice football field, then over to Sterling Field, and there are some players here today when this field opened up for us with a lot of help from people in the West Hartford Girls League and Jim Procaccini back in the day. There are many, many people to thank, but most of all, I would like to thank the parents, the players, because it's your heart, your spirit, your love of game and love of your team that made it an honor and a privilege for me every single day. Don't ever lose that. And for those of you that continue to make it possible for us in town, please don't ever underestimate the value of the opportunity that you continue to give. It's appreciated and will be, I hope, for many years to come. Thank you so much, and good luck, kids.
And now we're going to introduce Paul Vecinas, Superintendent, to say a few words.
Hi folks, and don't worry, Eddie already gave me the cue, don't go into extra innings. I just want to say a couple of words on this momentous occasion. 50 years of girls softball at our high schools, 5 decades of teamwork, of dedication, school pride, opportunities, and I think you've heard that. I think you heard that from Mayor Sherry Canner. I think you heard that from Coach Maffo. Opportunities for young ladies as they move forward, and I want you to think about that, because we can picture what, you know, our time here at school as kind of marking time, but we can also realize that we're part of a legacy. And I want you to think about these 2 amazing coaches to my right, Coach Sweetland and Coach Maffo, who have provided legacy. They've provided legacy for these schools. They provided legacy for the district in terms of a dedication of themselves for decades, not just in softball, in so many different efforts. They are great coaches, and great coaches, we understand, they teach skills, they teach strategy, but the very best things that they do are to be role models. They help shape confidence, they help shape character, resilience, and leadership based on athletes and young people who mirror their actions and walk the walk that they do every single day. And so the legacy of this program won't be measured in the 2 wins or the win-loss record, but really the lives that are influenced by coaches who care so deeply about their players and the example that they set. You could not have 2 finer examples than these 2 women to my right. You could not have finer examples than folks whose names, like Coach Lidos, that are here, folks who are dedicating their time, and I want you to really reflect on that and appreciate that. And as a small token of our appreciation, I have a small gift for each of these coaches, and one more round of applause for them.
Okay, now if we could invite both varsity catchers to come and catch the ceremonial first pitch. We're going to have Kathy and Pam throw to the Hall catcher and Conard catcher.
Our former Board of Education chair and state senator and Commissioner Beth Bai is announcing. So I don't want to think she wants to stand with any team. So I wish you over there. Okay, Beth, I just want to thank you again for all you have done for us. Thank you.
And now we're going to invite our home plate umpire to sing the national anthem.
First of all, I'd like to personally thank Coach Eddie for granting me this offer and this honor. Thank you, sir. In honor of our country. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good afternoon, viewers. Home here at the Conard softball game. You'll see people leaving the field. It was the 50th anniversary of Hall and Conard softball, where they recognized Pam Mosco, Kathy Sweetwood, the very first coaches, parents lined up, former players lined up, of course Eddie Lados, the famous Eddie Lados from Conard High, is behind a lot of this, and Sarah Hazel, was the announcer. Mayor Cantor actually graduated from Hall the year she started and was a three-sport athlete. Gave proclamations to the coaches. Paul Vicenius, the superintendent, gave some gifts. It was a really wonderful start to this game. So Conard will take the field first. Their pitcher is Elise Talbot. She said she's worried about pitching to Molly Grove, who looks like she is the number 5 hitter for Hall. And right now they're lining up for a picture of all the players and parents. I had to come over here, so we're going to miss that picture, which is just fine. No one will miss me. No, I'm fine. And after that, they'll be taking the field. Conard is in a sort of higher tier level than Hall this year. They have a record of 9-7 in Tier 1. Hall is in a slightly lower tier with a record of 7-12. I believe the coach said Tier 3 or 4. Head coach of Conard is Kevin Mason. Head coach of Hall is Chris DeJesus. Both super excited for this game. I got to talk to each of them before the game started, and we're looking forward to a good game. The assistant coaches for Conard, Miranda Janik and Ed Lightos Jr., and the JV coach and assistant for Hall is Nevek Gaynor. So the kids have all warmed up, so they'll be ready to get going. It's a hot day here at Conard, so the field will be pretty hard, meaning the ball is going to go hard off the infield. I think we could look for a number of infield hits today. Outfield's probably pretty hard too, so if the ball hits the outfield, you might see it fly a little bit. First up for Hall will be Lila Freed, the center fielder, followed by Denise Carrero, then Lena Lenny, Amy Garcia, and then the dreaded Molly Grove, who Elise Talbot's going to be working around today, I believe.
Molly is the only senior on the Hall team.
Wow, Molly is the only senior on the Hall team. That's a great fact, Jen Evans. I'm really happy to be here. My name is Beth Bai, announcing for the game today. It'll be an interesting one as they just finish up the pictures. We'll see how this goes. Just pause for a minute. Okay, we're going to check the sound level now with a different setup here. Can you hear me okay, Jen? Super. They're finally clearing the field now. And the crowd is taking their place in the stands. Hall will lead off. Conard will take the field. I'll give you the positions now. At pitcher, we have Elise Talbot. Catching will be Allie Johnston. First base will be Julia Talbot. Second base will be Annabelle Koskowski. Shortstop will be Nola Ostafin. Third base will be Tia Higgins. Left field, let's see, who's our left fielder here? Left field will be Caroline Hathorn. Then we have Lacey Austin in right field. And our center fielder, I don't see here. Center field will be, let me double check here. Center field for Hall. Must be Charlotte Keeney. Looking at my scorecard, I'll clear that up for you in just a second when they announce the players. Take a quick break again.
Hey, how are you? Good to see you. Center field will be Zuzu Lasik. Missed that on the scorecard, so we'll have to remember that she bats after Elise. Pay attention, I'll put a star here. Conard's taking the field. And they've taken the field and they're warming up. The coach had said they've had a couple of tough games hitting, and he's hoping they break out of their slump today, and that their fielding has been okay, but not up to their standards. So I think they're looking to put together an A-plus performance today. Leading off for Hall will be Lila Freed. She's a center fielder for Hall. See her warming up. Number 22. Elise Talbot's warming up on the mound. She's pitching to Allie Johnston. They got their psych music on. Warming up. Can hear it.
That's crazy.
Turned into summer this week here in West Hartford, so the kids are certainly going to be hot. Sort of a treat, one of the umpires actually sang the national anthem, which is unusual. Now they're throwing it down, which usually means we're getting ready for a batter. Sarah Heusel comes over to coach first base, and Coach DeJesus is coaching third. The Hall umpires start to cheer on Lila as she steps into the box, a right-hander. We're off. First pitch, a swing and a miss. Strike one. Lila's still right in there. Here comes the second pitch. Oh, a swing and a miss. Strike two. Looked like a changeup there. Fooled her. High, ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Low, 2-2. That was a close one. Pitcher thought she might have had her. Look low from here. 2-2. Oh, foul ball, ground ball. Stays 2-2. Oh, another changeup outside. Now we have a full count. The fans think it looked like a strike, but we can't tell if it was outside. Oh, grounder right by the third baseman. And rounding first. Nope, staying at first. Lila Freed with a base hit. That's what I was saying about the infield being hard. The ball really stayed down on the third base person. Up now, Denise Cicero. Popped up. First baseman seems to be under it. And that'll be one out. One out. Now we have Lena Lenny up. And Elise Talbot's stepping up to the rubber. She's ready to go.
I was wondering, yeah, because this guy.
Oh, what a beautiful changeup. Oh, my goodness. What a pitch. Strike one. Lena was just staring at it. 0-1. Grounder, right back to the pitcher, who throws to second, back to first. Lena outran it, so she'll have a fielder's choice and be on first base. 2 outs. Nice play by the pitcher. They almost turned 2 there, showing some skills, flashing some leather. Now we have Amy Garcia. Oh, she grounds it to third. Here comes the throw. Up. It's over the first base person's head. Dead ball. She's awarded second base. The runner on third. Runner on second and third. Ball was thrown over the head of the first baseman. So we now have Julia Talbot. It went over her head. The throw was by Tia Higgins. It's an error on the third base person. Molly Grove is up. This is the one that Elise Talbot, the pitcher, said she'd rather not face, and now she faces her with runners on second and third. Oh, hit hard right into the outfield. Runner scores. First runner scores. Second runner's coming home. And we have a single, but it scores 2 runs for Hall. I think that the pitcher was right to be concerned about Molly. She hit that ball hard. Base hit. Right through by the second baseman. And now we have Talia Santiago. First pitch is a strike. I'll tell you, Elise is getting the ball over the plate, but they're just hitting it just in the infield, down and hard. Oh, another great changeup. Strike 2. 0-2 on Santiago. Talbot is showing some great skills. See if she brings a fastball in here. Oh yeah, little high, but great idea, great idea. After those change-ups to come in hot. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Oh, ball, tight, that was a close one, 2-2. Right about shoulder height. Umpire felt it was a little high. 2-2. Strike 3, called strike 3. What a wonderful pitch. At the end of the first inning, the first half of the first inning, Hall is up 2-0. They got 2 runs that inning. And Conard comes up to bat as Hall takes the field. We record those 2 runs. There it was. The music gets going. Taking the field for Hall. Taking the field for Connor, I'm sorry. We have Lena Lenny pitching. We have at first base, we have Abby Valentin. Second base, Talia Santiago. Third base, Amy Garcia. Shortstop, Danica Carrero. And then in the outfield, we have Lila Brown in right field, Emily Weiner in left field, and in center field, we have another center field problem I have here. I'm not exactly sure who's playing center field. I'll get that for you soon. We have Lila Freed in center field, and pitching for Conard, we have pitching for Hall, we have Lena Lenny. First pitch is a strike. Tia Higgins is up to bat, 0-1.
Yeah, I didn't until I got hit with the ball in the face at Millbrook.
That was high, ball 1. We've got 1-1 on Higgins. As Lena Lenny looks for her strike zone. Taya grounds it to third, but it's foul. 2 strikes. 1-2. Steps back in the box. Pitcher's ready. 1-2. Ground ball, 2-2. Lena's had a good season this year pitching for Hall. She had 1 complete game shutout. Taya took a big swing at that, and that is the first out. Strikeout, 1 out. Up now is Julia Talbot, lefty, stepping in to the box. Julia's a first baseman. Up, foul ball. Strike 1. Foul ball went over toward the Hall bench. Everyone's okay. Julia Talbot steps back in the box, 0-1. Low, 1-1.
Red Wolves in the Hall Titans.
High, ball 2. Coach Mason had said that Conard has been a little bit of a slump. I think he'd love to see them get a hit here in the first inning. Hitting can be contagious in softball. Oh, there's a hit. Right on cue, and it's going to the fence. The crowd goes wild. It's at least a triple. She's moving her to third base. Really quite a connection for Julia Talbot. It's exactly what the Red Wolves were looking for. Now we have one out and Nola Ostafin up. She looks like she's ready. Here goes Lena. Strike one, change up. You could see that Nola was looking to connect with a fastball and held off. High, ball one, 1-1. Oh, beautiful fastball right down the middle. Strike two. 1-2. Steps out for a minute, and now Nola steps back in. Oh, that was tight, but it was a ball, so 2-2. I'm on the first base side, so it's hard to tell if balls are inside or outside. 2-2. Oh, strike three. Beautiful pitch, tough to hit, nice and low. Smart pitch by Lena. Up now is Elise Talbot, who is the pitcher. Pitcher on pitcher. Low, ball one. Pitchers are notorious for waiting for a strike, that's for sure. They know the pressure that the other pitcher is under. Big swing. Oh, it's going to land. Nope. Up. There's a catch by the center fielder. Pop up to center, and that's an out. So no runs on one triple, and it ends with a pop up to center field.
Take a guess. Take a guess. 25. I love you. 72. Not even close. 2 more months, I'll be 80. I'm a Vietnam veteran.
Coming up for Hall, we have Abby Valentin, Lila Brown, Emily Wilmer.
Can you umpire for it? I'm a freak. Because I'm a drunk. I'm a freak.
Elise Talbot's back out taking her practice pitches. The difference in the game so far is that Hall has been hitting the ball down and hard. Conard had a couple of blasts, but pop up in the air. That was quite a hit by Julia Talbot all the way to the fence, but it didn't result in any runs. Okay, comes our first batter, Abby Valentin.
Hey, stranger, how are you? I said, boy, I miss those days, you and Melissa. These are your two? I saw your dad earlier. I said, God.
First pitch is a ball outside. Abby takes a look at it, but misses, swings and misses. Nice pitch by Talbot. Seems that there are some Talbot sisters on this team, Julia and Elise. Elise is the pitcher. There's a right at the pitcher. Make sure the pitcher's okay. She hit it, but she knocked it down and fielded it. She seems to be okay. Great play, great reflexes by the pitcher, Elise Talbot. That is a line drive, 2-1. Up next is Lila Brown. A couple of Lilas on this team too, Lila Freed and Lila Brown. A little bit high, first pitch. Lila is a right fielder for Hall. She hasn't seen any action out there yet. Stands in. Ball 2, a little high and outside. Foul tip. Strike 1. Two and 1. Inside. 3. She may be taking here. I don't know if she has a green light. My guess is she'll be taking. And it's a strike. Now we have a full count, 3-2. Lila's going to have to be discriminating here, as Elise has shown an ability to throw strikes as needed. It's a pop-up to the pitcher. Busy inning for the pitcher. Now Emily Weiner is up, the left fielder. She steps in there, the number 9 batter. Strike 1. I'm sure Conard would like to get a quick out here, and Hall would like to keep this inning alive. Because then the top of the order comes up after Emily Weiner. Strike 2. We got 0-2. Weiner's going to have to protect the plate here. 2 strikes. Can feel that Elise Talbot is getting her confidence. Oh, high. She had one to waste there. Always a good idea to go high. Batters often swing at high pitches. Softball, they don't have that much time to decide. Different than baseball that way. It looks like another pop-up to the first baseman. Okay. Up to 3, so that's 3 outs, no runs, no hits, no errors that inning. And Conard's happy to be out of it quickly, and Hall will hope to do the same. As the pitcher will come back out. Zuzana Lasik will be leading off the center fielder, followed by Allie Johnston and Charlotte Keeney, then Lucy Austin. At the end of 1.5 innings, it's Hall 2, Conard 0. Conard's coming up to bat. They had a gigantic hit last week by Julia Talbot. So, number 5 hitter is up. Expect that she'll be swinging. So far, just one error in this game. The throwing error on Conard's third baseman. But besides that, a pretty clean game. Okay, here comes our batter. Throwing it down.
Now batting for the Red Bull, number 18, Susan Lasek.
Okay, the Hall players take their positions. They're at the ready. Here comes the pitch. Strike 1. Sort of a weak swing at that one. I think the pitcher had her fooled. She's got a nice warm-up swing, so I think just by chance. Here we go. There we go. Oh, strike 2. Another pitch, fastball, coming in from Lena Lenny, finding her form. Often it takes a couple innings for softball pitchers to get in a groove. We saw that for Conard, and here with Hall, we have a 1-2 count on Zuzu Lasik. Foul ball. Nice job protecting the plate. Pitcher will reset. Another foul ball. Susan's doing a nice job hanging in there with 2 strikes. Got to protect that plate. She's got 1 ball, 2 strikes. Strike 3 called. Caught looking.
Now batting for the Red Bulls.
Next up is
Number 21,
Allie Johnston.
Allie Johnston.
A lot of righties in these lineups, I tell you, as a lefty myself. Allie stands in. Strike 1. Lenny getting in her groove. Allie Johnson looks ready. Ball high. All the way to the backstop, that one. Another strike right in there. 2 strikes, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Behind the plate, we have Molly Grove, which is a tough position. It's a fly ball to center field. And the catch is made by Hall's center fielder, Lila Freed. She got under it and made the out.
Batting for the Red Bulls. Number 32, Star Keeney.
Charlotte Keeney up now. She's pinch hitting for up ball off the pitcher's glove and through the gap. Hit the pitcher, which the shortstop was lined up, but when the pitcher hit it, it went to the right of the shortstop. That's such a tough thing in softball, but that's what happens. Again, with the ground being hard and the ball bouncing hard, it's a difficult play, and it got through to the outfield. So now we have Charlotte on first on an, I don't know if you call that an error. I don't know how that will be ruled. There's a strike on Lacey Austin. Left fielder. And the ball got by the catcher. And Charlotte makes her way to second. Comes Lucy with the runner in scoring position, Lucy Austin. 0-1. Oh, 0-2. Went for the high heat that time. Hard to get a hold of those. So now she'll be protecting the plate with 2 strikes. Oh, it's a pop-up. Oh. Pop-up to the right fielder. That's the 3rd out, and that'll do it for Conard. Hall coming up. Thank you. At the end of 2 innings, we have Hall 2, Conard 0. Coming up for Hall, we have the top of the lineup with Lila Freed, Danica Carrero, and Lena Lenny. It's getting ready to step in. The umpire wipes the plate. The infield gathers at the mound, get their signals straight. Sarah Heusel comes back to coach first base. Here's Lila Lenny. Oh, wonderful changeup from the pitcher, Elise Talbot. Wow, fooled me. She's got a beautiful release on the changeup. Looks like a fastball, and it just dies. Oh, she tries at a bunt, strike 2. Lila Freed tried to slap it down the line, down 0-2. She's a contact hitter, so she'll try to stay alive here. Oh, another incredible changeup, but must have been outside. Elise Talbot is really fooling the batters with her change of pace. There's her base hit. May go for more. Down the first baseline, she's going for 2, and she's in. Double. A double by Lila Freed. Connor did a great job getting the ball in, but Freed was too fast getting to second, sliding in on a double over the first baseman's head. Line drive. Now Danica is up with a runner on second and no outs for Hall. Another scoring possibility. No outs, runner on second. Bunt, oh, beautiful bunt laid down. They got the runner at first, but the runner's at third. Sacrifice, wonderfully executed, and great defense as well. Both sides. That was a great play. So now we have a runner on third with 1 out, and Lena Lenny is up. Oh, looks like a fly ball. Not deep enough to score, I don't think, but Lenny has a pop-up. I have to make a comment. Lena Lenny is number 11, and my daughter was called Lena Bai, was also number 11 on Hall, and the team graduating class of 2012. Quite a coincidence. I think her email still has a number 11 in it. It's so meaningful, the time playing at Hall. Now there's a runner on third and 2 outs. Oh, there's a hit to the third base. Here comes the play. Oh, the runner is safe, and the run scores. It was a cleanly fielded ball by the third baseman, and nice play by the first baseman, but I believe that Garcia was just too fast, racing down that line. It's an infield hit. So Hall scores its 3rd run of the game. And now we have Molly Grove up, who was the one who had who the Conard pitcher said she would rather not pitch to because she's such a good hitter. Molly Grove scored last time she was up. She had a base hit into left field. Oh, they almost caught the runner on first. Garcia got a little far off. She came racing back to the bag. There are 2 outs, runner on first. Molly Grove at bat. She scored last inning. There's a ground ball to the shortstop. Oh, I'm surprised she went to first. Okay, she's out. Could have passed it to second, but with the speed of Garcia on the bases, she decided to go to first. Great play by the shortstop at Conard. Nola Ostafin. And Molly Grove is out. Round ball. Coming up for Hall now, we have Annabelle Koskowski, Caroline Hathorn, And back up to the top of the order will be Tia Higgins. Oh, my special guest is here. Becca Lewis, player at Hall, played with my daughter, Lena. I think you guys called her CB back then.
Yes, CB.
You were the catcher.
She was my shortstop.
You're an incredible catcher.
Thank you.
And an even better coach and wonderful teacher and now school administrator. So you just keep moving up.
Trying to.
We were talking today how playing women's sports has you willing to put yourself out there and take leadership positions, and you've really done that in education in Connecticut. So
yeah, absolutely.
Thanks for that.
Yeah.
How would you rate the game so far?
Definitely been a good game. Pretty clean overall. Good to see, all the little things happening from backups, and I really liked actually the right fielders play, cutting that ball off, making sure it didn't get to the fence, keeping it to a double there, even though that runner did come around and score. Always love to see a little bit of small ball, getting that runner over to third and then bringing her in. I think softball, especially even more than baseball, I want to see things happen and see the coaches make the kids make the plays. And so getting the ball in play, good things will happen. So I like that both sides are really swinging the bat. And I think we're in for a good game, and I hope you're not looking at the scoreboard if you're at the game, because that currently says 73-6, and I do not think that is the accurate score. But no, I'm definitely enjoying being out here on a beautiful day, and I mean,
about these teams?
so what I can say is that Conard is at 500 right now. They have, I think they're more junior heavy than senior heavy, and so they've already made states, right? This is really just for positioning for states. Hall is quite young. I think their pitcher a freshman? Yeah, pitcher's a freshman. Yeah. And they got the ball. Look at that. There we go. I can multitask. It was clear down ball. Single and an error. Single and an error. Right? So, really, actually, sorry, it would be E6. So an error by the shortstop, because that should have been a 6-3 out. But now we got a runner on second with nobody out. Who do you got? Who do you have?
Caroline Hathorn is coming up.
Oh, that is a well-struck ball. Yeah, line drive over the head of the left fielder. Right, the girl from second's coming in to score, and we have a double for Conard with no outs. That was a line drive that just kept on sailing. Got to the fence. Left fielder did a nice job of getting the ball in, but now we got a runner on second, nobody out. We got a lefty up at the plate. I don't know, what do you think? We're going to see a slap or a bunt?
Oh, that was Tia on that ball. I'm a little bit off. Okay, we got Tia Higgins had that double.
Yeah, this is double.
Okay. Oh, pop up. Catcher can't quite get there. Okay.
All right, that ball was out of play, but it looks like she's got the green light to be swinging away here. Yep. Julia Talbot, she's our second hitter. Oh, was that a single before? Oh, she had a double. Got herself to third base before. A double here would bring in another run. Passed ball from the catcher, advances the runner to third base. So now we got a runner on third with nobody out. Pass ball. All right. But we'll see if the pitcher can regroup. I believe our count is 1-1. All right, and so Hall right now is playing for their season. They need this win to be able to make states. All right, we see a bunt. Oh, we got a squeeze play. Oof, just foul on the bunt though. We got a 2-2 count. All right, back up to the plate. Big spot here for Conard. 3-1 is the score, right? Any ball in play? Nice job fouling that ball off. That was a good pitch on the outside portion of the plate. Looked like a fastball. All right. Hall's in a bit of a jam. They have their infield in right now. All right. They are trying to prevent this run from scoring, even though they have no outs. Popped up, but it is out of play once again. Julia's doing a great job of battling right now. Yeah, it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. She is doing a great job battling at the plate, fighting off some tough pitches. Tom Pintons came in and saved the day with the scoreboard, so we now have the right score. Ground ball to short. They go to first base. Runner comes in. That is an RBI for Julia. Right, and we now have a score of 3-2 with 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Next up,
Number 5, Nola Ostafin.
Nola Ostafin. Last time she struck out. Let's see what she can do this time with empty bases and 1 out. And so you were saying before about women's sports and leadership, and I think, being here for 50 years in West Hartford, I also was at a few years ago, the celebration back for 50 years since Title IX. And I know both of us have the long lineages here in West Hartford and in women's sports. Nice pitch. That's a strike. That painted the corner right there. It looked like it had a little extra heat on that one that she wound up for. Right? And so we got a count of 1-1 right now with 1 out. Just seeing everybody coming back, and sports absolutely has given me the confidence. That's a ball right there for a 2-1 count, right? Has given me the confidence, continue going after what I want in my dreams, and I love being able to coach Hall softball. Come back, we were lucky to have some great players, some great success, but it's really the players that I get to continue to connect with. We got a 3-1 count. 3-1. Don't go by the scoreboard, I'm being told behind me. We got to redo the hair tie.
No good when the hair's coming in.
No, that's why I see the catcher's got the braids on. That is why I would go with the braids too. I would go with the French braids.
Talk about that catcher position. That is so tough.
I mean, it is a hot day to catch. I got to tell you, it is a very hot day to catch. I hope she's hydrating back there. But it is one of those things. You're the quarterback back there, right? You see the entire field. Ball 4, it's a walk. So we now have 1 runner on, 1 out. With number 2,
we have Elise Talbot.
Elise Talbot coming up.
She can help her own cause here.
Absolutely. And so as a catcher, like whether you have an actual captainship or not, you're a leader back there because everybody sees you, right? And so your reaction, she tries to bunt, goes foul, 0-1 count.
Pitch to bunt with the high.
Yeah, if I ever saw a bunting situation as a catcher, as a coach, I would always try and throw something high, right? I had a rise ball pitcher so we'd always try because it's hard to get over that ball when you're bunting. So I had Courtney and Liana were my 2 pitchers. Courtney Daly's actually here today. She's on the other side, so I did see her. I did actually hear from Liana recently. She's out of state, though. That was strike 2 right there. Right, 1-2. We missed a pitch in the middle of there. Yep, 1-2. So she's not going to be bunting anymore, so we'll see the third baseman back up a step or 2. Yeah. Oh, and another foul ball out of play and on to the golf course. Yeah.
When can they leave the base, Becca?
So you can leave the base when the pitch leaves the pitcher's hand, right? Yep. So you don't get to lead like in baseball. You will see number 5 has 1 foot behind the base. Great job fighting off that pitch. That was, yeah. The Conard hitters are doing a really nice job with 2 strikes, shortening up a little bit and looking to make contact, fighting off the tough pitches, and keeping that line moving. They've really been able to come back with that. Now it's 3-2 in terms of our score with a 2-1 count with 1 out. Fights off a changeup right there. She was way ahead of that. I don't know how she got a bat to that ball, but she was able to get just a piece of it to stay alive once again, really making the Hall pitcher work in this heat, right? We are seeing the catcher, it looks like, give signs to our pitcher. Oh, another pass ball. She goes to second, looking around to third. She's going to third, and the ball is out of play. So she is awarded third base because she was already at second by the time the ball was going to third. Oh, the umps are getting together to talk about it. So based on where she was when the ball went out of play will determine whether she gets third base or not, because you get 1 extra base when the ball goes out of play. So it looks like the ump that was in the field, that umpire was umping since I've been coaching, and since CB and I were playing, and she's going back to second base. So we have a runner on second base with 1 out, a 2-2 count. So we got a runner in scoring position now. Conard could tie the game here with a base hit. We got some speed on the bases, it definitely looks like. And a nice pitch at the top of the zone for a swinging strikeout.
And Allie Johnston is up next.
All right. So 2 outs. Can Conard have a little bit of a 2-out rally here to tie the game?
Yeah, I missed Zuzu. It's actually Zuzu Lasek. Is up.
Okay, so Zuzu. So in softball, instead of having a designated hitter, you have what's called a designated player. The designated player, right, it can actually hit for any person in the lineup. It doesn't just have to be for the pitcher. She, it looks like, is hitting for...
Well, I will tell you that I just missed her on the lineup.
Oh, just kidding.
The center fielder.
Oh, that's a great hit. Wow. You hit like that, you're going to stay in the lineup, that's for sure. Yeah. Single to center field. RBI, 2-out RBI single. Ties the game 3-3. We got...
You picked a good inning.
I clearly. I didn't know I'd be doing this much talking.
I love it. Keep talking.
Who we got up?
Allie Johnston.
I thought she was just up.
Oh, that was Allie? Not Zuzu?
No, we got 18. Or 18's on first base.
Yeah, Zuzu just had
okay.
One. She's here.
All right.
So now we have Allie Johnston.
Yep. Allie Johnston is up. What position does she play?
Allie Johnston is the catcher.
Oh, it's a good pitch. I like how she loaded there. She saw the pitch in a first pitch of a count, right? If it's not your pitch, you're not going after that. That was a good pitch at the top of the zone. But I like how she loaded. She was timing that pitch up. Let's see what she can do here. And that's a swinging strike. She swung right through that ball. 0-2 count.
The whole pitcher for a freshman has stayed very composed with this inning.
Yeah,
she's still just throwing strikes.
I was talking to the Hall coach before the game, and he was saying that this is a pitcher who gets, and strike 3, right? So tie game. We have a whole new ball game going into the top of the 4th. But Coach DeJesus was saying that their freshman pitcher has been a workhorse all year long for them, and she's someone who gets stronger as the game goes on, right? So she gets through that first inning, maybe some first inning jitters sometimes, and she just gets stronger and stronger. She definitely showed some resilience in that inning. So we now have the top of the 4th, right? We have Conard coming back out onto the field, and who do we have up for Hall?
We have Talia Santiago, followed by Abby Valentin and Lila Brown. Emily Weiner if we get there. And then back to the top of the order. So these folks coming up, there are no hits yet among them, so they'll be looking for their first hits of the game.
All right.
You want to hang around a little bit?
I'll hang around for another half inning. Why not? Another half inning. But I think we were talking about women's sports, right? And you know, both Hall and Conard, and I'd be remiss not to bring up my mom, Bonnie Hiddleman, right, who was a 72 grad from Conard, but brought in with Betty Remingino swimming to Hall High School, won a state championship with swimming to make it the first high school sport. And Betty Remingino, who I know wishes she could have been here today, but she's still coaching.
Of course
she is still coaching. So Betty is coaching track at Hall still these days. And I also, Kathy Walling, who unfortunately we lost a few years ago, are just people who really paved the way for us to do what we were able to do and bring women's sports to that next level, right? It started out as just, hey, we want a chance to get on the field, and now it's about that equal representation. It's about equal pay, as we've seen on the professional level.
Pam Maffo told me that my wife, who passed away, was the first women's JV softball coach.
Right. And I was going to say, how do we not talk about Tracy, who, I mean, Tracy, I didn't get to be coached by Tracy, but she was, as an educator, such a mentor for me. And we always got to talk sports, which was always so fun.
Okay, here we go. Talia Santiago is up at the plate now.
Yep, top of the 4th, tie game.
Looking the first time up, so she's looking for a hit. What a beautiful pitch.
Yep, top of the zone, strike 1. Took it looking.
Really, you see her getting more and more comfortable as the game goes.
Yeah, you do see that as the catcher. So our swinging through that second pitch, the Conard and Hall catchers have slightly different styles. The Conard catcher you're going to see is this newer age of catching with the one knee down. It's supposed to help you frame the ball a little bit better. The Hall catcher is more old school, which is how I caught. Oh, a little bit high on that pitch, 1-2.
Great looking pitch at 0-2 there.
Yeah, I love
Tempting.
that. Oh,
Tempting.
that was my Achilles heel as a hitter. I love to swing at that high heat, and that was never good for me. Stayed off another high fastball for a 2-2 count.
I would look for the changeup here. She's really been going to that when the fastball's been high.
Yeah, I like.
Really pulls the string. I mean, it looks like she's going to whip it, and it just. Nope, she went with a fastball.
Another fastball for a strike 3. Swinging strike 3. I do like that combination, though, of the high fastball just on top of the zone and then give me something low. Especially if she looks like she was trying to come inside a little bit. I would like something low and outside there on a changeup. It's really hard as a hitter to not only deal with changing in speeds, but having to defend the entire plate. Who do we got up now?
Abby Valentin is up. She had a ground out last time she was up.
Oh, tried to stay off of that one, but she couldn't help herself. Oh, yeah, 0-1 count off of that foul tip. Really wanted to stay off the high fastball there, but couldn't help herself. I know that feeling all too well. I mean, we're also reminiscing about the Hall-Conard games, how we've had them not only at Hall and Conard. Oh, ball in play, and it is caught by the first baseman just into foul ground. We have 2 outs. Our next batter.
Lila Brown, right fielder's coming up.
Lila Brown, the right fielder, last time up.
Back to the pitcher last time, so straight up the middle, but the pitcher made a nice play.
Yeah, I mean, she roped it up the middle, right? That was yeah. I don't know if it was more self-defense or reflexes, but it was a great play by the pitcher. Oh, gets a good piece of that one for an 0-1 count.
I think I mixed that up. I think it was Abby Valentin that had the liner, and then Lila popped up to the pitcher.
Got it, okay. So we do have Lila Brown up 0-1.
Accurate.
But yeah, we used to have, back when CB and I played, we had that Hall-Conard night game at Wolcott Park. 0-2 count.
Caroline made the catch to end the game at the shortstop as a freshman.
Yeah. That was we had 2 years in a row that we beat Conard, right? Under the lights at Wolcott,
and was a great tradition.
That was so much fun. Yeah. And then they changed that field over with Little League for baseball. But we got an 0-2 count here. Oh, gone down looking on an inside fastball. We're going to the top of is it really the top of the 5th, Larry? What inning are we in?
We are.
Oh, no, we're going to go to the bottom of the 4th. Right. Hall was just up. Sorry about that. Bottom of the 4th.
I had put them in the 4th.
Yep.
We are in the 4th now.
Bottom of the 4th. Conard's going to be up to the plate. 3-3 game. But yeah, those games at Wolcott at night, I mean, I even remember back when my oldest sister was playing for Hull softball, and I would be their ball girl as, a little middle school, elementary school kid running around, and then I got to play at Wolcott, and then getting to coach at University of Hartford, and then they did have a year that they played at St. Joseph's on the turf. I think that was 2023 or 2024, something like that. They played there for a year or two. But I love that for the 50th anniversary, we're back on Conard's home field. I know we all technically started at Duffy, but essentially where it all started, and just so much has been done with the facilities over the years, right? Like we have now canopies, and both at Hall and Conard, and just continuing to up the facilities. Both fields have scoreboards, which I know parents have done a lot to raise some money for that. There's fences at both fields that the parents help to put up and down every season, and that is a laborious work. So just a shout out to all the parents, all their support over the years, both in bringing your kids everywhere, because I know you know a lot about that.
I know a lot about that.
As well as the funds and the fundraising, and I mean we see them throughout the year doing all of that work. Well, this has been fun, but I'm going to hand it back to Beth Vi.
Thanks so much, Becca. Come back if you get bored. You did a fantastic job. That's what happens when you have a recent softball coach filling in. Becca Lewis, just an amazing Hall grad who's doing great work in the world now at Burlington, in Burlington. First pitch. Ball. This is Charlotte Keeney at the bat. She's a pinch hitter. Oh, this is a strike. We got 1-1. They're playing her to hit to the second baseman. It looks like there's a big hole up the middle, so she must generally hit to the second baseman's side. Now we got 2-1.
Lena Lenny back out there after a tough inning last inning. She really didn't get rattled and hung in there and got some strikeouts to end the inning. That's low. That's a ball. Now we got 3-1. Last time Charlotte was taking on 3-1. We'll see if she takes on 3-1 here. Oh, beautiful pitch right over the plate. So we have a full count. Up, high heat, strike 3. Charlotte Keeney goes down on strikes. And Lena Lenny gets her 5th strikeout of the game here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Lucy Austin at bat. Lucy struck out last time she was up. First pitch, she takes a ball. That one got away from the pitcher. Collects herself, taking her time now. We got a ground ball up the third baseline. Foul ball. So 1-1 on Lucy Austin. All low and inside. So we got a 2-1 count. And notice the third baseman's right on the line after that first hit that was right down the third baseline. Oh, another strike. So we have a 2-2 count. That was right on the line, right at her knees. Some nice heat for such a low pitch. There's a fly ball, foul, down the third baseline, into the stands. Count remains 2-2. Conard has been aggressive on the base path today, always taking that extra base, and it really paid off last inning. The double turned into a triple and a pass ball. 2 pass balls. Uh-oh, what a changeup. That was a pitch to behold by Lena. So now we've got 2 outs and Annabelle.
Number 27, Annabelle Truskowski.
Annabelle Truskowski coming up. Connor would love to get a little something going here. Another strike. So far in this inning, a strikeout on swings and a strikeout looking. And this starts off with a strike as well. Lenny throws that one high. We got 1-1. There is a base hit up the middle. Beautifully timed hit by Annabelle Truskowski.
Now batting for the Red Wolves, number 17, Taya Higgins.
Taya Higgins up now. Taya made her way around last time on a hit and some pass balls. Oh, she gets a piece of that. It's going to the fence all the way. Hall's center fielder tracks that down. They hold the runner at third. Runners on second and third. Tia Higgins has been a force today. Back on the base path. We have runners at second and third. 2 outs. I think Conard's Achilles heel here would be a strikeout. The runners will be running because there are 2 outs. There's no force at any base. This might not be a bad idea for a squeeze here, but we'll see what they do. Up, it's down the first baseline. Oh, the first baseman did not get back there. Conard hustled down the base path. The run scores. Just a nice slow grounder down the first baseline. The first baseman, just the way it was coming slowly, couldn't get to it and get back to the bag in time. Super hustle. Super hustle by Julia Talbot. And now we have Nola Ostafin up. Runners on first and third, 2 outs. 2-out rally here for Conard. Ball 1 for Nola. Hall would love to get out of this jam with just 1 run. There are 2 outs. Oh, Conard has another base hit. Great inning for Conard. Just what their coach was hoping for. Hitting really can be contagious, and here we go. Another beautiful base hit. Solid stroke by Nola Ostafin. So the second run of the inning scores with 2 outs. They had 2 strikeouts to start this inning. But Conard and a 2-out rally. And Elise Talbot is up. Ball 1. Have Ostafin on first, Talbot on second. 1 ball is the count. Strike at the knees. I think these batters are figuring out that that's going to be called a strike both ways today. Right at the knees, but those are tough. They come in low heat as hard as high heat. Maybe not quite as hard. Oh, there's a swing and a foul ball. So we got a 1-2 count. Now comes Elise Talbot. She certainly held off a lot of strikes last time she was at the base. Ultimately struck out, but she really hung in there, so she'll be looking to do the same thing. Another foul ball, just like last time, still fighting them off. 1-2. And Lenny would just like to get 1 more strikeout here to end this inning. 5-3 Conard here in the bottom of the 4th. Oh, foul ball, but a rip by Talbot down the third baseline. Just foul. She got a piece of that. Can always be a little unnerving for a pitcher when someone gets a hold of pitch like that. I would be looking for a changeup here because she's way ahead of it. Nope. Oh, strike 3. Goes down looking. That ends the inning, but Conard scores 2 runs. Now at the top of the 5th, we have a 5-3 score for Conard. And for Hall, we have Emily Weiner, Lila Freed, and Denise Carrero coming up. Okay, here we go. Top of the 5th inning. All up to bat. This is Nora Muskrat up. She's new in the lineup. She must be a swing hitter. Becca was explaining that earlier. That's a new rule since my daughter played, so I'm still trying to understand that. That's 2 strikes. And we've really seen Elise Talbot get comfortable out there. Hall scored 2 runs in the first and 1 in the third. Now we're in the 5th. It's another ball. So it's first ball. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes on Nora Muskrat. Hope I have that right. Reading other people's writing and then reading my writing, it's challenging. That's high, ball 2. 2 and 2. Nora's looking at her sign. She's getting a sign from the coach at third base, Coach DeJesus. She looks ready. Oh, another strike. Strike 3. She went to slap it, but struck out. So 1 out in the 5th. Back to the top of the order with Lila Freed. That was the 3rd strikeout for Talbot. Strike 1 on Lila Freed. Center fielder for Hall. Oh, she took a big cut at that. Big, juicy fastball, but she couldn't get it. She got under it, fouled it way back. Into the pine trees here at Conard. High. I think Lila helped sell that as a ball, tucking her arm up. She got the call, 2 and 1. Have 1 out here in the 5th inning. Another big cut, foul back 2 to the pine trees. Got 2 and 2. Oh, wow, what a changeup. Talk about fooling a batter. Lila was way out in front of that as Talbot deals a fantastic changeup for the 2nd strikeout of the inning. Here comes Danica Carrero. Steps in, the number 2 hitter in the lineup. Another strike. You could probably hear that hit the catcher's mitt from here. And a beautiful changeup, but outside ball. These hitters on Hall are dealing with a pitcher who can throw it so hard and then look like she's going to throw it hard and just pulls the string. Incredible changeup. Oh, nice pitch right down the middle, but strike 2, swinging foul tip. 1 and 2. So looking for the 3rd strike out of the inning is Talbot. The 1-2 count here on Carrero. High, 2 and 2. Another foul ball back to the pine trees, keeping the ball chasers busy here this inning. A lot of foul balls. That usually means a pitcher is fooling the batters, but the Hall players are doing a great job getting the bat on the ball to stay alive in some of these 2-strike counts. Grounder down the 3rd baseline, foul. Strike three. That changeup is really fooling them. Great pitch. Now we have 3 outs, and we head to the bottom of the 5th. I'm here with Caroline. Caroline, what's your last name? I forgot. Caroline Austin, who once threw the first pitch to me on like opening day when you were 5 or 6. Now you've just graduated college playing 4 years of softball. Talk to us about your experience at Conard and then at college playing softball and what it meant to you.
It meant a lot to me. I've enjoyed every minute of it. My dad was always my coach and always a great supporter of West Hartford Girls Softball League. That's just kind of where I grew up, and I can't wait to see what happens next with the league. My sister's on the team.
Oh, what number's your sister?
31. Lucy.
Oh, Lucy. Yeah, let's see what Lucy's done. She's had a couple strikeouts, but her time is coming. Right field.
Yeah.
Great. So she's had a play out there, got the ball in.
Right. It's a great event. Eddie does a great job. I love how much he supports.
Eddie Lighthouse. What do we say about Eddie Lighthouse?
Just the best.
Does he know your birthday?
Definitely.
He knows everybody's birthday. It's quite something. Yeah. All right. Here we go in the 6th inning. All right, Zuzu's leading off here. So great to see Caroline. I've watched her for years, and it was so exciting to see you play here at Conard and then in college. Just wonderful. Okay, Zuzu, here we go. First ball high. Foul ball. 1-1. There's a ground ball hard, but the pitcher made a great play. Those pitchers have to be ready. They have to be ready because that ball comes back so hard. Great play by Lena Lenny. So we have 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. And up next is Allie Johnston, I believe. Number 21. Strike 1. Oh, and 1. Ball is low. 1-1. Oh, what a hit. Oh, first center fielder makes a play on a well-struck ball by Allie Johnston. Nice play by Hall's center fielder, Lila Freed. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th with Charlotte Keeney coming up. Strike 1. That high heat has been giving Charlotte trouble all day. She struck out last time, but she did bring it to a full count and stayed alive for a while, but Lena outlasted her. Strike 2, 0-2. I've been impressed by how this freshman pitcher is just keeping her cool, even after giving up some runs. Oh, foul ball, still 0-2. There's some clouds hovering here at Conard Stadium. Nope, ball 2. I think that's ball 1, actually. It was a foul last time, so it's 2 strikes and 1 ball. Strike 3. Okay. Lena gets him out of trouble with a strikeout. Well, not much trouble, but last inning was some trouble. Gets out of this inning. So we have, at the end of 5, we have Conard 5 and Hall 3, with Hall coming up to bat. Heading into the 6th inning.
Blasted in my ear when I was talking.
Lena Lenny will lead off. See if she can help her cause and get on base. Followed by Amy Garcia and Molly Grove. So heart of the order here for Hall coming up. If they're going to make a move, this is the inning to do it.
I've only thrown 4 guys out in my career. 2 of them are dead. So I tell the guys to still be slow.
I see the umpire here. I remember him from when Caroline played. Do you remember him, Caroline? Many years. Yeah. The umpires really do make a big difference in softball, especially setting the strike zone for the pitcher. As I said, in baseball, the hitters have a little more time to decide, and if the umpires extend the strike zone in softball, it's very difficult for hitters. And if they have a small strike zone, makes it much easier for hitters, and you see a lot more walks. Okay, here comes Lena. Batting number 3 in the lineup here in the 6th inning. Oh, beautiful pitch. Strike 1. Pitcher to pitcher. These are always some of my favorite matchups when you got a pitcher on pitcher. I also like pitcher on catcher. They're the ones playing the cat and mouse game the whole game. There's a hit. Right. Oh, shortstop fields it. Nice play. Wow. Great play by the Conard fielding. So ground out to the third baseman. And the shortstop that made that great play was Nola Ostafin, throwing it to the first baseman, who also made a nice play, Julia Talbot. They made it look easy. That's what coaches hope for. When the fielding goes south, it's never good. Amy Garcia up now. She bats cleanup, so we have pretty much Hall's 2 strongest hitters coming up here with Amy Garcia and Molly Grove. Again, this is, if something's going to happen, this is, Hall's really got to hope that this is the inning. While anyone can get a hit, you count on the top of your lineup to get on base and bring you home. You have a little equipment problem with the catcher. The Conard catcher wearing blue did get some comments here from the crowd. I know I was married to a Conard teacher, and I never in my whole life in 25 years saw her wear anything royal blue. Only red. Every Friday, red and gray to Conard she'd wear. So this must be some lucky equipment on this catcher. I'll have to talk to Allie Johnson about this. Oh, there's a hit. Oh, my goodness. Wow, home run for Hall. Amy Garcia hits a home run over the fence. It almost looked like a half a swing. Talk about timing. That gives a lot of energy to the Hall team. Wow. That was quite a hit. Just line drive over the left field wall. Truly looked like not even a full swing. I don't know if she'd swung all the way where that would have gone. But now we have Molly Grove up, and we have a 5-4 game. Things are getting tight here. 1 out. Nobody on. Another rip to the shortstop. Oh, just got her. Tight play. Nice hard ground ball to the shortstop that bobbled it at first, but then kept her composure and threw her out with a gun to first base. Great play by Nola Ostafin. So that's 2 outs here in the 6th inning. with Talia Santiago coming up. Talia has struck out twice. Up, quick line out to the shortstop. Great play. Shortstop with two good plays there for Conard. We have Nola Ostafin really on the ball, and that really helped Hall because that home run, if Hall could have gotten something else going after that home run, might have been trouble. As I said earlier, hitting is contagious. So now here comes Conard in the bottom of the sixth. They can hold on to their lead. This could be their last at-bats. I believe we're going to be led off by Lucy Austin and Annabelle Trakowski. Followed by Tia Higgins. We'll see if Caroline, I'm trying to see her name. There's another Caroline Hathorn. We'll see if she gets in this inning, number 12. She's a flex player, so we'll keep track of that. Thank you, Caroline Austin, helping me with the Caroline name. And my daughter was Caroline, too. A lot of Caroline. Really shout out to the West Hartford Softball League and West Hartford Little League. A lot of these girls played Little League as well. I know my daughter played Little League until middle school. I think Becca Lewis did as well. And some play in the softball league, but so many volunteers it keeps to keep a softball program going in a town. Fundraising, doing the fields. I can remember when I was coaching, getting out there at 6 in the morning with clay, trying to get the fields dry. I noticed I didn't see Tommy Varengia here today, who was a great force in Conard softball. I remember Tracy and I went to the state finals to watch that. I think it was in 2011 when Conard won it all and had such a great time. That was such a team with Becky Hoisel at short. Okay, back to the game. Let's leave memory lane. Have Lucy Austin up. There we go, Lucy. Nice ground ball right through the hole. She's staying at first. All right. Lucy Austin gets on. Right through the hole on the left side of the infield. Annabelle Truskowski is coming up. Runner on first. Conard would love an insurance run here. And Conard has shown some ability to rally today. I'm sure that Coach Mason is happy with the hitting today, that's coming back around. Annabelle scored 2 runs today, so she has been key for Conard. She doesn't wait too long to hit. I don't have a lot of balls and strikes on her score sheet, so she'll be looking to hit right out of the gate, I think. And Lena Lenny's going to have to be careful about not putting something in the zone early because she's ready to hit. Okay, pitcher steps up to the rubber. She knows this is a really important inning. Got no outs, runner on first. Ump calls. I think the ump is warning somebody in the Conard bench. So a little break in the action. A reset. Here we go, Annabelle. And Lucy. Okay. Lena Lenny has really shown an ability today when she gets in some trouble, even if she gives up a hit or even a run, she gets her head right back in the game. So let's see if she can do that here. You can see from the first pitch that she was concerned. So we got 1-1 now. She wasn't giving her anything to hit on the first pitch, which was very wise after her last at-bats. So you got 1-1. Strike 2. Beautiful low fastball from Lenny. So Truskowski is going to be locked in here with 2 strikes. She definitely wants to move that runner along. Maybe the runner will go. Oh, that was high. Catcher throws down to first. Back in plenty of time, Austin. Now we got 2-2. Truskowski really wants to just put this in place somehow. Move the runner along. Inside, there's a ball. Now we got a full count. Let's see what the freshman deals here. I think she's got to just put it over and hope that her fielders can back her up. Oh, ball 4. That's the first walk today. Not well timed. Now we have runners at first and second.
Number 17.
With Taya Higgins up, who has also been a force today with 2 runs scored. Oh, she was looking to bunt and has a strike. That surprised me. But I can understand wanting to move the runners, just get any run across to get more than a 1-run lead. In softball, 1 run is nothing. Oh, pass ball, the runners will get there anyway.
Come on, Tay, come in.
Now they're runners on second and third with no outs. Tia Higgins at bat. 6th inning, bottom of the 6th. Tia Higgins with 1 strike and 1 ball. Now we have 2-1. You can see that the runners are poised, hoping for a pass ball. That catcher's got to be just in blocking mode, so nothing gets past her. Great high heat by Lenny. Now we got 2-2. Lenny would love a strikeout here, as would her coach DeJesus.
Let's go, Taya. Come on, Tay.
Oh, high fly ball to center field. That's deep enough to get a run home.
Way to drive it in.
All right. That's the insurance run Conard was looking for on a sacrifice fly.
Number 9, Julia.
And Lucy Austin comes around to score. So that gives an insurance run. We have a 6-4 game here in the bottom of the 6th.
Come on, Jake. Come on, Jake.
Julia Talbot at bat. Ball 1.
Come on, Niner.
Julia had some nice plays at first this game. A couple got over her head, but they were way over her head. But the ones in the dirt, oh, that's going to be a hit too. It's going to be a hit too. They're sending the runner around home. A double. It's a double for Julia Talbot. So we have 1 out, runner on second, 2 runs. This is exactly what Hall didn't want.
Come on, Fiver.
It wasn't hard hit, but it was a blooper over the third baseman's head, and there was nothing anyone could do about it. And by the time the left fielder got in, the runner was home.
Come on, Five. Come on, Five.
And then the other runner had made it to second base. Nola Ostafin is up. Also showed some leather today. There's a strike.
That's all right. Not your pitch.
I have lost track of the count. I have 1 ball and 1 strike, but I think I'm missing a pitch. Anybody know the count?
Come on, Noah.
1 and 2. I missed a strike. Lenny would love a strikeout here to just calm things down. Oh, low. The runner's far off second. The catcher runs her back. So now we have 2 and 2.
Come on, Noel.
Nola hoping to keep this alive. Austin looks comfortable in the box there. Let's see what she can do. High, 3 and 2. Full count.
Come on, Noel, be ready.
Lenny's just given up 1 walk today. I think there's only been 1 walk period. It's been a well-pitched game. She doesn't want to give one up here. She'd like to end this rally. There's a strike. Oh, nope, ball. Another base on balls.
Now batting for the Red Wolves, number 2, Elise Talbot.
Elise Talbot comes to the plate. Elise has struck out twice today. She's looking to get a hit. She doesn't want to go hitless in this game. Coach Hoisel is out talking to the pitcher, trying to calm her down. She's really had good control today. Maybe she's getting a little tired now. It's definitely hot out here today. Catcher's out, pitcher, first base coach, or not the assistant coach. I guess Sarah is maybe one of the pitching coaches for Hall. The Hoisel family, what an amazing family of softball players, athletes, still giving back to the community as teachers and working with children with special needs. Just an amazing family. Okay.
Come on, 2.
Elise Talbot up. Runners on first and second. 1 out. Here's a strike. Fouled off. Right down the pike, though, for Lena, so she got her control back there. After you walk somebody, it's great to get a strike right out of the gates. Great pitch and actually a beautiful looking swing just above it. So 2 great athletes. The pitcher won that strike battle. 0 and 2. Foul ball. Stays alive. All strikes after that walk here for Lena.
Come on, 2. Let's go, 2.
The runners look like they're ready to go. Another foul ball. She's wasting a lot of good pitches.
Come on, get on the ball.
Great at bat by Talbot, who started 0 and 2 and
Let's go, right to
giving
the ball.
herself another chance again and again. And another wasted. Foul ball.
You're almost on it.
There's a new ball, bright and shiny.
Come on, Elise.
Strike 3. Not happy with that call here. With the, some people felt that was high. It was on the edge of the zone. But that makes 2 outs. And now Zuzu Lasek comes up. Runners on first and second still. Talbot on second. Ostafin on first. And Zuzu Lasek up to bat. Oh, the ball got by. The runners move. Catcher made a good go at it, but the just got away a little too far. So now we have runners on second and third. 2 out with Zuzu Lasek at bat. 2 balls. Some of that consistency is missing this inning, where last batter, every single pitch pretty much was a strike. And now having a little trouble with control on this with this batter. There's a strike. Takes matter into her own hands. Ground ball right back to the pitcher. Wonderfully fielded. That's 3 outs. We head to the top of the 7th, where Hall will have their chance to catch up. If they don't, Conard will be victorious. If they do tie or go ahead, Conard will get another at bat.
What's that? I'm out of here.
Maybe.
Oh, don't say maybe. this side. Enforces a safety rule. Somebody's got to say
So we're near the end of this game here. Either way, the clouds are dark, and we're hoping that there's no lightning to delay this game. Here goes Conard taking the field, hoping they can get 3 outs and put this game behind them. The victory. It's really been a wonderful game so far, this Mayor's Cup. Pretty clean, just a couple of errors, just 2 walks in the whole game. Number of strikeouts, home run, a few doubles, some good hitting. These are pretty well-coached teams, I would say, watching them. And these girls put in a lot of time over the course of the season, and never mind all the years before in leagues, etc. And playing varsity sports at high school is a real honor, and not everyone can do it. For those of you who weren't here at the beginning, we had a wonderful event commemorating 50 years of Hall and Conard softball. Some of the original coaches and former parents and players here. Well over 100 people in attendance, which is great. So here we go. Top of the 7th. Abby Valentin is going to lead us off. And certainly Elise Talbot hoping for a quick, clean inning.
Let's finish it.
Ground ball to third base. Beautiful play. Wow, by the Conard third baseman. That is Tia Higgins. First play of the game. Tia had an error and was upset with herself. That was a much harder play, and she did a beautiful job scooping and throwing. Easy as pie. Lila Brown up now, swings at the first pitch and misses, strike 1. High ball 1. Beautiful pitch, strike 2, right down the pike. I don't think Brown was expecting that pitch. She might have been looking for the changeup, but just wasn't ready for the speed. There, strike 3. That makes strikeout number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Elise Talbot. And here's Hall's last hope. Number 9 batter, Emily Weiner. Or Weiner. I'm not sure how she says it. Strike 1. One. Oh, strike 2. Emily wasn't really even close to hitting that. Another pitch fooled her. She looks ready, though, for this pitch. Here she goes. There you go. You could just see she hit a line drive down the first baseline, but foul. She was on that, but a little late. And now we have still 0-2. And Elise Talbot looks to get the last strike here. Beautiful fastball, and that'll do it. Conard wins. So 7-4. Conard comes out ahead with the winning pitcher. Elise Talbot, losing pitcher. Lena Lenny. Well-played game by both sides, and it's been really fun announcing the game for you. And I hope you have a good evening, and the girls will shake each other's hands, and the mayor will award the Mayor's Cup. And we'll be right back.
Thanks, Jen.
Bye, Jen. Nice to meet you.
Jenna, thanks for everything you do. It's amazing. Oh, right. We didn't have it.
Hey, Chris. If you have to go, you have to get home to have something, then let me know and I'll try to go with it.
Okay. I should be able to get from here.
They're going to turn around.
Yeah. You want to go over there?
I'm just going to
Just like celebrate. Do it like a